MADFILMZ presents MADFILMZ, a legacy of community journalism. Produced by Earl Weeks. Hi, I'm MADFILMZ, and this documentary is a short story about how I started and where I'm going. So hang on, we're about to go on a ride. All right, let's go. This is me in the ninth grade. I'm the kid all the way at the top left. Yeah, I look so small compared to others. This is me at Philly Cam. I'm usually the cameraman. That's the job I love the most. This is when I worked with the Fruit of Islam at Cheney and Lincoln doing security at the frat parties. Oh no. Yeah, this is me as a comedian at comedy college. I graduated that day, my first time on stage. This is me as a clown. I dressed up as a clown for a fellow photographer, and I had to do my own makeup that day. I looked like it going bad. This is me in the club shooting pictures. I work for InnerPhilly.com, site that was actually made for me. We end up shooting nightlife pictures.
Hello, my name is Antoine Haywood. I am a fourth year PhD student at the University of Pennsylvania, Annenberg School for Communication. My research focuses on community media broadly, and specifically, I am interested in studying how BIPOC communities come together and learn to communicate with one another through public access, public access channels and community media centers like Philly Cam. So I'm really interested in, looking at the social effects that come about when BIPOC communities engage in participatory media making practices. And that's something that I think that's not really taken up seriously in media studies research. So I got involved in this, of course, because of my previous experience working at organizations like Philly Cam and People TV in Atlanta, Georgia. And while I was at Philly Cam, one of the things that really stood out to me is just how many folks from disparate backgrounds come together at this space to engage in storytelling with one another. And people have all kinds of ideas. But one thing that really stuck with me every time that I did orientation at Philly Cam was the amount of, people of color that attended. And it was a majority, every month we had orientation, the majority of people that came to orientation were people of color, and really were adamant about using the resources. So that's whether it's taking classes or checking out the equipment, working together, networking with folks, and coming into and being at the space really meant a lot to people, and it was something very distinct about that. And when I had a chance to observe, and just watch people taking classes together and doing shows together and and just enjoying each other's company and exchanging ideas, you see what I call it's like this magic, right? This magic that looks like it's a social resonance, that there's the ripple effects that occur. And one person producing a show and is building up their self-confidence as they take classes, and they are feeling good about what they're putting out into the world, like that transfers over to other people who are working in that network. So folks are building social capital, through community media. And so it's an utmost important that we do whatever we can as a community to keep resources like Philly Cam alive and well in our places, especially as newspapers are closing. There are less reporters that are out in communities that are able to cover things like local government, to report on solutions to maybe some problems that are affecting all people in the community. it is very important that there's always an outlet. There's something that's around that allows, especially people of color, to participate in communication and telling stories on a very local level. Yes, we have national media, and yes, we have, you have a lot of focus that is on, these broad issues. But what about the local? That's what I'm always concerned about. How are people getting their information? How are they sharing it? And how are they also sharing it in a ways that's authentic, in the ways that they can trust, and they can feel good and attached to their community. So, that's a lot. And that is what I had to say about, just the value of community media.
The making of MADFILMZ. I joined the Marines in 1981. I ended up being an auto mechanic, supply clerk, a recruiter, and a whole lot more. This is me on the ship, the USS Denver, in 1984, leaving from the Philippines heading to Seoul, Korea. This is from 1985. I was in California, 29 bombs. In the desert, boy, was it hot. This is as a recruiter. We were at a wedding, and that's me, the little skinny sergeant in the middle. In 1992, I started my journalism career working on Veterans Upward Bound newsletter with Willie McCoy. Later, we worked at the Real News, a free newspaper for Terry Johnson. Then I co-published Interface magazine with Willie McCoy from 1993 to 2004. Then I co-published Mailer magazine 2004-2008 with Stephanie Bright. With Stephanie Bright, we ended up running into Larry Larr's friend who introduced us to Larry Larr. From there, we started going to all Larry Larr's events, recording his shows, and taking pictures and documenting, putting people in our magazine. This is from the Bees Up video shoot that I did for Larry Larr at the Rain Lounge for Bottom Line Entertainment. This is Echo Endless, who I met through Larry Larr. This is Cashback. This is Cashback performing. This is Miss Sunshine, member of the Bottom Line Club, and she always did her thing. She loved this poster. This is BB from the Style and Wild Jones. We took this at the gallery way back in the day by where the elevator used to be. This is from an all-female show that Larry Larr put on at the Trocadero. These are the Reapers, rappers at the Rain Lounge. This is Famous at the Rain Lounge. This is Trizzy, who is Coles at the Rain Lounge. This is Corey Wims and Del P. They're famous. Corey Wims is an R&B singer, and Del P is a rapper. Thanks to Larry Larr for all the connections that he made for me to help me on my journalism journey. Cosplay with MADFILMZ. This is Tiffany Cruz, Steampunk Cosplay. This one was inside the studio. That's another studio shot. We did this while school was going on. This is Sir Marcus dressed up as Jason. This is Sir Marcus the same day dressed as the agent. This is a magazine cover made from the agent's part of the shoot. This is Sir Marcus at a cosplay convention, Doctor Who on the right, and the Weeping Angel on the left, and he's screaming in the middle. This is Echo Endless dressed as the She-Hulk. She does lots of cosplay. This is my shell. It's a zombie shoot. This is at the studio. This is my shell looking down from the ceiling. This is my shell again with the Japanese schoolgirl look. Travel with MADFILMZ. In 2007, I took a trip to Hawaii for my birthday. I loved it. I didn't even want to come back. In 2011, I went to Jamaica. I was in Bob Marley's room. This is it. It's very small. This is a pirate ship taken from a boat, probably Grand Caymans. This is what they call Hell Rock in the Grand Caymans. It is illegal to remove Hell Rock from the Grand Caymans. It looks like Jurassic Rock. This is the Devil's Hangout gift shop in the Cayman Islands. The guy that owns it walks around wearing a devil costume, telling all kinds of funny devilish jokes to people. I had seen him on TV before many years ago, and I was surprised to find myself in the shop. This is something that you just got to see for yourself. This is the cruise ship that I was on when I went to Jamaica that time. And I must have been on the Liberty boat going back to the ship when I took this picture. In Japan, you could buy books and you go on tours all the temples and you can get them signed. You have to pay a small fee to get them signed, but it can be very interesting, have all these signatures from different temples. This is a huge golden Buddha at one of the temples in Japan. It is beautiful. I mean, like, it's extremely large, and I can't even tell you how beautiful it is. It's beautiful. Beautiful golden Buddha. This picture are Japanese women in one of the historic parks in Japan. They're wearing their national dress, which is kimonos. This is a shingle that I purchased in Japan for about $10. A Buddhist temple was taking donations for it. So the shingle will be on their is on their temple in Japan. You see that I did that on July 5th, 2015. So as the birds fly over this temple, they get to read this beautiful sign from me. Of course, I had to put MADFILMZ and CCP for Community College of Philadelphia. For some strange reason, I failed to put PTK, Phi Theta Kappa. But I'll do it next time. All right, thanks. So this is a beautiful garden in Japan. This was on Mount Koya. You know, we spent a night in a Buddhist temple. This was the day before we spent that night. But this is a beautiful, beautiful garden in Japan, as you can see. One of the celebrities that I end up meeting was Gilly the Kid. Roxanne Shante, I took pictures of her at Club Polaris years back. She's famous from replying to UTFO's Roxanne Roxanne. This is a picture of Snitsky, who used to be in the WWE. I met him at a fundraiser in the Poconos. You see he's over the tank getting, the water tank. I didn't buy any tickets, and no, I did not make him fall in the tank. This is KRS-One. He was also performing at the Polaris Club. I did get to speak to him afterwards. He's a pretty cool guy. This is Christopher Woodard, who played Notorious Big in the Notorious movie. He had someone drag me by the neck to take his picture. This is Desean Jackson. I was introduced to him by Dyemon Philly, Dyemon 360, who had me be his photographer for 2 years. This is Cornbread. He is a graffiti artist who was well known for having his name sprawled all over Philadelphia way back in the day. Now he's just a famous graffiti artist. This is Ving Rhames. I know you guys seen him in movies and stuff like that. Well, I got to see him in 3 movie premieres he did with Gilly. That's how I was introduced to him. Ving Rhames is a really nice guy. Just a picture of him with his girlfriend back then. This is Desean Jackson, Ving Rhames, and Gilly at one of the movie premieres. This is Bump J. He made that song Pretty Girls in the VIP. Met him through Larry Larr. This is the manager, Gilly, a couple other people at Gilly's Brotherly Love premiere. This is Diamond 360. She's one that introduced me to a lot of these people with Meek Mills. This is One Punch Simon Carr. He's a former boxer, plenty of title belts. Civil War. I am a Civil War reenactor. This is us marching in a Veterans Parade one year. Philly does its Veterans Parade the week before Veterans Day because veterans are very, very busy. This is my Civil War group at Juneteenth Parade in Philly. A friend of mine took this picture. I heard my name called, that's why I'm a little smirking a little bit, and I didn't know where my friend was, but they took this picture. This is us out in Harrisburg in 2020. They had placed those statues there, and we were there at the original ceremony. Me with celebrities. This is Butterball from WDAS. My friend Fred and I took pictures with them in 1995 at the Ritz. Butterball is no longer with us, but Butterball is still loved in Philadelphia. This is the 6th United States Color Troops and the 3rd United States Color Troops with Vivica A. Fox. This happened in Pittsburgh. This is me holding $1 million belt with Virgil. Virgil used to valet Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. MADFILMZ in print. This is Philly Word. That was the issue when it came back. Some of the cover photos I actually did. This is a picture was in the Metro that I took. Earl Weeks in print and on the news. This is me as a Civil War reenactor. This is me marching Juneteenth Parade. Me as a photographer. This was something Fox put on to celebrate Juneteenth becoming a holiday. This is me in a creative calendar by Dion McCrae. Earl Weeks Awards. This is a Phi Theta Kappa plaque. Some of my awards that I've won. This is an award from the Princess Pageant and Karen Darlene Montgomery. Protest coverage. In 2016, Donald Trump became the President of the United States. It sparked outrage. So people were out protesting, making signs, marching, just all over social media. You name it, people did it, you know. And my fellow comedian, Andrew Thomas, said, hey, Earl, come on, let's go out and record this. And that's what we did. We went out, we took pictures, we took video, and recorded that. Here's some pictures. This picture was for Mailer Magazine, a cover. That's a picture of my daughter from a whale watch we went to. This is my friends, their family. This is D'Angela, former photography helper of mine. This was taken at the University of Pennsylvania. This is from CCP's Fashion Club. This is from the Whale Watch. That was taken in Japan. Those are some crayons. That's Dominique. That's the mystery machine at a convention. That's those same box of crayons. That's from a show. That's Philly. That's Dominique again. Dominique. That's me doing an interview in between shows. MADFILMZ shows. I have a show that I do for families and children. So it's called the Family Music Festival. We've done plenty of them, and we're waiting for COVID to get out the way to do the next one. This is my play 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beat 'em all. Here's a snippet.
Hey, yo, let's have a seat and get some drinks. Yeah, listen to it. Yo, excuse yourself, you just bumped the gun. I ain't apologizing to you, dude. Man, listen, you need to apologize. Some person bumped somebody doesn't say well in was created. And 11,000 men were raised in the Union Army as United States colored troops, also known as the USCTs. So that means 11 regiments of troops were raised. And they were raised in Cheltenham because Philadelphia was too scared to have black men with rifles marching around the city. That's interesting, Leroy. Tell me more.
I also cover bands. Previously, Funky Rooster Band. Right now, the Blue River Soul Band. So my job is to take good pictures of them and record them and help them out. So these are a couple shots that I've taken for Blue River Soul. It's a little hard to get the drummer. I got to work on that and sometimes concentrate on getting the drummer. Coming up at MADFILMZ. This is where we're going. You've seen where we've been.
This is a flounder, a fluke, a summer flounder. My first one I caught, but he's too small. I gotta throw him back. So, Philly Fisherman TV, we out here trying to catch some stuff today, but it's cool. We still caught the John. About to toss it back. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed watching this. Hopefully you know more about me than you knew before. And we love community media. Let's make media together. Amen.